Hey guys, this is Steven, FOMO NOMO on Telegram and also the chat room. We're also Happy Profits. We're slowly trying to release that to show you the right place to learn how to place the right trade. So we're going to go over some daily recaps. We're just trading serv. Got in a lot of locations right here. We took some trades right here when it started proving itself right here. And it just kept climbing up. I even took this scalp right here, took this ledge right here. But the big thing was the 5 minute. 5 minutes pretty good. So 5 minute open range breakout is basically when the stock market opens and it plays around for 5 minutes. So it played down, played up, and then if it comes back and re-breaks, it almost tested, and then if you'd have held, I don't hold, I took scalps. I will tell you I can draw all these and I can go back and look at them. And I took these scalps all day long right here on this one. We had a friend in the room just tell us that it was going, so start looking at it, and it was definitely in an uptrend the whole time, so that was really good. And this was just a breaking of yesterday's highs when it really kicked in right here. It really took off a lot more, so all good. Took a lot of scalps. Even on the 5 minute, you can start seeing. In 1 minute, you kind of see a little bit of a retrend. We take those all the time. We take these all the time. You can see all these little maneuvers that we see all the time. And so every time it goes up, we just take trades and basically went. That was a good one. Got a couple trades on that. These were all the ones in pre-market right here. Got every breakout of impulse trade. Got this one. This was definitely going to break down. That's called a long bear trap. Basically just tested at the same area, tried right here. Just doesn't have enough shares. And then it just pulls back, or enough buyers to buy it through. Then eventually at pre-market it does. It buys it right up, gets there, and then right when the market opens, as I expected, it would go down because it just went up. It was at 280 yesterday. So, that's a lot. And I know if it can keep going, it'll keep going, but people are eventually going, if I'm holding this, I'm going to eat the bag. So some people bought 940, I'm sure, and ate it right down to 760. So when I did this, I took this trade, and I took this trade as well. I basically just set up an order right here. And when it came back down, it finally found some support at the same place right here where it broke out in pre-market, and it bounced very nicely for me. And then it broke down, and it formed right here at another nice support level right here and bounced down, and now it's just trashing out. So if I'm going to put anything, I'd probably put an alert right here at this yellow line right here, and it should just keep bouncing in between these lines, which are Fibonacci's. And then also you can use just support and resistance. So support and resistance were these major lines right here. If I took off this one right here, these were the support and resistance levels this morning. So right here, you can clearly see this one was right here, and that's why it bounced there. You'll clearly see this is rejection. You'll also come over here and go, okay, well this looks pretty good. People are bouncing right here all the time, so this would be another one. You can draw it out. Also, that's the missed pivot area. You want to call it area because everything's not perfect. But yeah, so now the stock went up in after hours, and then it came up here at in pre-market. It just started jumping up, ran up to this level, rejected, and then eventually broke. So if you're really looking at this, I drew this blue line just to show you that's an ascending wedge. So you have 3 or 4 rejections, and it's basically bouncing off these channels but you see always on the bottom side is my key, that the buyers are willing to pay more, and it busts out, and then it finally does break down, and that's just everything can't keep going up. So even on these small moves right here, or these larger, bigger moves, you can't see the stock going up. I'm going to look at serv one more time right before I go, so I'm going to have to get on. I don't even know why it's not. There we go, right here. And it's trying right now. It bounced at that level I said right here at that 1486. Yep, just did. Right there. That's a trade I just took when I was talking. I already set it up from down here, and it bounced very nice. And that's about it. So if you just watch these stocks, eventually they are proving themselves to go up. There's got to be some resistance proving themselves up. Resistance, and they bounce on support usually right here, and then they'll just keep going. So if you watch it, it's just making a maneuver, and if you really watch, It did hit target 2 first of all. And it just keeps bouncing off this 20. So right there, if you're really good, you could have got the first breakout of the 2050 hold. And then when the 2050 hasn't even crossed yet, that's called a swing trade maneuver, 2050 cross. So it might cross over here, but you would have held it a lot longer. 20 and 50 is a 20 and 50 EMA. I usually basically use 3 indicators on a 1 minute chart. That's how I trade. And if you need any help, reach out. Y'all have a great weekend. Thank you.